The Netherlands is Ben Wagner, an assistant professor at Delft University of Technology. Ben, thank you so much indeed for your time. I mean, you'll know all of these statistics, but let's just help the viewer a little bit. This is the very latest research. A company called Kepios says there are 4.74 billion social media users in the world, and that apparently those of us who use social media spend about 15% of our waking lives using that social media. So a good investment by Elon Musk?
Certainly a challenging one. And you can really see that with the context that are going on right now, it's a struggle primarily about free speech. And Elon Musk claims himself to be a free speech absolutist, which is a little bit of a challenge because every platform that has ever tried any form of free speech absolutism has failed in the mass market, because it leads to a situation where platforms quite quickly become places that people don't want to spend time. And it's this misunderstanding of free speech that the idea is that if you just allow everybody to say everything all the time in any situation and impose no restrictions, you'll automatically have more free speech. And often the opposite tends to be the case, where you're in a situation where actually preventing certain types of speech, moderating even legal content, so the really problematic stuff, threat to violence, intimidation, hateful content, can actually give you more free speech. And this shows the incredible power that are wielded by these companies, so the discretionary power around the boundaries of speech. Now, of course, Elon Musk is a tech billionaire, so it might not be just business reasons that he's interested in making this deal, but certainly there's clear societal implications that need to be very seriously considered when a large chunk of the public sphere is taken over by a tech billionaire.
Ben, that was exactly what I was going to ask you, because of course we may not know Elon Musk's personal motivation. Is it to make money out of Twitter, or is it to have greater, maybe political, cultural, social influence through his acquisition of this platform? What are the dangers that you foresee? I mean, it's another billionaire buying up a very important medium of communication.
I totally agree. And I think the challenge there is that it's not just an important medium of communication, but it's really become a sort of a social space that defines important electoral campaigns, that defines important spaces where people can communicate and speak to each other. And this is now, if you will, one of the world's largest megaphones, being controlled by somebody who at the same time is deeply entangled in many of the key geopolitical conflicts we see right now. So with China, with Russia, and this is all at a cost to the situation for Twitter right now, which struggles in this ownership to become a better platform. If you imagine the Washington Post, they would expect the same editorial independence from Jeff Bezos that I think Twitter should be able to expect from Elon Musk. But given his statements on content moderation, that's unlikely to happen. So what we're faced with is a situation that the business model is unclear, and also, to be very frank, despite the incredible usage of social media, the social media business model isn't doing very well at the moment. You see Facebook, you see Twitter, as you've mentioned already in your reports, all struggling with the business model that is in place right there, because they are frequently trying to engineer their way out of situations that actually require much more human input, much more human intervention to ensure that they have better platforms and better systems. But to create these healthy ecosystems costs a lot of money and is quite complex and difficult. You can't just press a magic button and all of these problems will go away. And so I think Twitter's going to be in for a tough situation right now. And I really hope that they realize before it's too late that free speech can also mean creating a community that's kind, supportive, and helpful, rather than one in which anything goes.
Really, really interesting, Ben. Thank you so much indeed. Ben Wagner from Delft University in the Netherlands.
Thanks so much for your time.